Hi, my name is Pat Goodwin with patgoodwinassociates.com, and today we're going to talk about how to write your first resume. You know, when I think about a first resume, does that mean a first resume with zero experience? Or does that mean your first resume that you've ever written because you've just never had one? But there are some basic components that would go with any resume based on putting a resume or building a resume. At the top of the sheet, you would have an 8x10 sheet. You would have your name and contact information. I would encourage you to center in the top of the first page your name in about 10-point font, your name in bold and all caps, and then underneath that, to the left side, you would have your cell number. To the right side, you would have your email address. Make sure your email address is not a funky email address, that it's a professional email address. Underneath that, you would have an objective. If it's your very, very first job, then there probably is an objective that you want to have. I would just have the word objective centered, all caps and bolded, and then it would say seeking an opportunity in the field of, or seeking an opportunity, or seeking a position as a, and then you name the title. If you find that you can be more open-minded about the type of job, then you want to add 2 or 3 types of jobs that you may be looking for. Underneath that, you would have the word summary, which would be all caps centered in bold, about 10 font again. Then you would have 2 or 3 sentences about who you are as a person. If this is your very first resume and you've not had a job before, or you're composing a resume based on very limited experience, you would want to say something about yourself. People want to know what you've done, when you've done it, and where. But when they meet you, they want to know how you think. So this is an opportunity for you to demonstrate who you are as a person, that you're highly responsible, you're self-motivated, and you might want to mention a couple of the things that you've done, but then also talk about that you are responsible, you're motivated, that you have transferable skills in the areas of. Underneath the summary, which would be sharp, crisp words about who you are as a person, you would have then centered in bold, all caps, professional experience. If you have any professional experience, then you would begin with the name of the company and your title. The dates would go to the far right. If you have not had any experience, then you are not going to be able to put any experience. If you've done anything in your field of work, maybe you mowed yards, maybe you did babysitting, maybe you worked in retail or at a fast food, you could put various positions. So if you put various positions instead of professional experience, you would list the types of jobs that you have. The type of job that you had with a brief job description. The job description is going to talk about the work itself, and you want to be creative in what you say because you want to say things that you were highly responsible for. Underneath that, you would have your education. If you're continuing in your education, you would put the current school that you're with and when you would expect your degree, or if you've graduated from college, you would put graduate, the name of the high school, city, state. Underneath that, if you have any technical skills or office skills such as Word, Excel, you would have computer skills or technical skills beneath that. And that's how you write your first resume.